In honor of Black History Month, NBC4 is taking time to honor our local history makers. So each week this month, we're going to profile someone making strides in the African American community every day.
Every day. This week, we are highlighting the work of a local historian telling the stories of African Americans in a unique way. NBC4's Sierra Johnson sat down with this week's history maker, joined us now with their story.
Yeah, not only is she a history maker, she's also highlighting history. She's made it her life's work at this point. That woman is Rita Fuller Yates, and I had a chance to sit down with her to discuss the unique ways she's keeping history of Black Columbus alive.
So it really wasn't anything that I built with intention. It just happened.
Rita Fuller Yates says being born and raised here in Columbus came with a unique opportunity. An opportunity to not only see the city change, but also teach others about the city's past.
Being a city that allowed Black people to be leaders at a unique time, I don't think many Black students or our youth recognize how valuable we were.
With the desire to share the city's Black history, Fuller Yates headed to a medium where she knew her idea, her unintentional concept, would gain traction: social media.
So the first way we started was with the Columbus Black History group on Facebook. And this allowed for people to get used to hearing the word, the name Columbus Black History. And then it started opening up to where people not only shared history, but shared their personal stories about growing up in Columbus.
The group quickly grew in popularity, and later a book followed.
People were saying, look, I would love to share all this information that you are sharing with my grandmother, who now is in the nursing home.
And the latest iteration of Columbus Black History, a tour. A chance to see, listen, and learn where those moments of history transpired and where the icons and buildings of significance stand or once stood. Fuller Yates explores neighborhoods like Bronzeville and portions of Long Street, giving those from the neighborhood as well as new neighbors and anyone willing to learn a bit of history.
If we aren't doing our due diligence in being a resource and creating the processes so people can learn to help preserve, then we're hurting our community.
She says her response to her three-prong approach of sharing Black history with social media, a physical book, and a tour has been overwhelming. She says this is just the start in her mission to share the great stories of the city she calls home.
And Rita tells me she has no intentions of slowing down. She has also produced a children's book that covers Black history here in Columbus, and another edition of the adult Black history book was just released just in time for Black History Month.